Do you love finding Easter eggs in films or music? Maybe you just want your music to have more meaning. From satanic references to political statements to sexual messages, these well-known songs each have a hidden meaning or subliminal message, which might just make you change the way you listen to them in the future. Hidden subliminal messages in popular songs. Strawberry Fields Forever. Whether you like them or not, the Beatles are one of the biggest and most influential rock bands of the 20th century. With their fame was also a controversy that existed for years among their fans. Thanks to hidden backwards verses and mumbled lines, some fans actually believed Paul McCartney was dead, secretly replaced with a double. Who killed him? Apparently John Lennon. Among a number of songs that supposedly contained hidden messages about Paul's death, if you listen closely at the end of the 1967 release Strawberry Fields Forever, you can hear Lennon say, "I buried Paul." In an interview, Lennon said he actually said cranberry sauce, which makes even less sense. Hook, Blues Traveler. Chances are that you've only ever heard 2 songs by Blues Traveler, and this is one of them. Hook sounds like your typical catchy 90s tune, but it's actually a giant middle finger to the music industry, pop music, and fans. The chord progression used is lifted straight from the very popular canon in D without any alterations. The lyrics, if you really listen to them, pretty much say that it doesn't matter what the band says, record companies will love it and fans will buy it as long as they add inflection in the right spots and the song just has a good hook. It's a message hidden in plain sight, and you can't really say they are wrong because Hook made it all the way to number 8 on the charts. Total Eclipse of the Heart, Bonnie Tyler. When you think of a 1980s power ballad oozing with all the expected cheesy emotion, Total Eclipse of the Heart has to rank up there. Would you believe, however, that this song isn't your typical love ballad? All those references to night and darkness aren't metaphors for loneliness and heartbreak. Listen to the lyrics carefully, and you might just decode the message about vampires and love. It turns out this song would be far more appropriate for a Twilight sequel than a grade 8 dance. Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin. A song by one of rock's most iconic bands, Stairway to Heaven was played at more than one school dance over the years and is often considered to be the greatest rock song of all time. However, those who hunt for hidden messages in songs have singled out this classic as having a rather pro-Satan message. Around the middle of the 8-minute-long song, there was reportedly a message hidden with the help of backmasking. When reversed, some say you can hear Robert Plant singing the lines, "Here's to my sweet Satan," and I sing because I live with Satan. Considering the song's title, it's more than a little ironic. Do you hear what I hear? You might think this song is just another Christmas classic, but it's not. Written in 1962 at the height of the Cuban Missile Crisis, Do You Hear What I Hear is actually an anti-war song promoting peace and warning against impending thermonuclear devastation. It may seem to have all the characters and symbols you'd expect to see in a holiday song, but look closer. References to the little lamb are actually about the innocent children. The dancing stars with tails as big as a kite is a reference to incoming ballistic missiles with their fiery trails. Of course, the line calling for people to pray for peace simply echoed the sentiments of many people living through that very uncertain time. Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel. Many people have called musician Peter Gabriel innovative and cutting edge. Others think he is strange, and his videos even stranger. Sledgehammer was a huge hit for Gabriel, but a lot of people seem to think that it was just a nonsensical song. Stop and pay attention to the lyrics with an open and slightly dirty mind. This song is 100% about sex. Sure, it's tame compared to today's sexual references, but in 1986, this was pretty subliminal and pushing the boundaries of what was acceptable. Hit Me Baby One More Time. Well, on the surface, there doesn't seem to be very much subliminal about this Britney Spears song. Hit Me Baby One More Time either refers to domestic violence or some sort of sexual request. While you debate its meaning, some people think that if you play this 1999 hit backwards, you get a very clear request. Rather than praise Satan like other backwards tracks, Hit Me Baby One More Time reportedly has Britney saying, "Sleep with me, I'm not too young," when a particular part is played backwards. Poker Face, Lady Gaga. Despite what you might think, this song is not at all about Lady Gaga's ability to clean up at cards. Poker Face is actually about the singer's ability to make a guy think she was straight and not bisexual. Listen to the song again, and we're sure the message will become clear as day. If you get to the line about her bluffin' with my muffin and you still aren't convinced about this song's message, then there's nothing we can do to help you. Relax, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. On the surface, this 80s retro classic seems to warn against the stresses and excess present in society. In actuality, it's just a song about sex and masturbation, and it's a pretty obvious message hidden in rather plain view. When the song says, should you relax, don't do it, when you want to come, and shoot it in the right direction, it doesn't really leave much to the imagination. The funny thing is that while parents were chasing after Kiss with pitchforks and torches, Frankie Goes to Hollywood rarely got a second glance. The Star-Spangled Banner, Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix's rendition of the American National Anthem at Woodstock in 1969 is considered one of the all-time greatest performances by a guitarist. On the surface, it was just an amplified and psychedelically fueled interpretation of a classic that is forever linked with the massive music festival. But Jimi's performance was also a message to the crowd and the world. If you listen to the performance, you can hear Hendrix simulate the dropping of bombs, firing of missiles and machine guns, and the screams of civilians, all through his guitar. He even inserts a little of Taps, a song often heard at military funerals. It all comes together to send a very clear anti-war message to protest the foreign policies of the United States, especially in Vietnam. Thanks for watching. Here's some other videos we think you might like. And while you're here, don't forget to click a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks!